My landlord blocked my driveway with a metal gate, so I used a law from 1892 to claim half of his backyard. My landlord, Mr. Sterling, is the kind of man who thinks owning land makes him a king. He lives in the massive mansion on the hill, and he spends his weekends watching me through binoculars like I'm some sort of criminal. He's wealthy, bored, and obsessed with control. Last month, Sterling decided he wanted to build a guest cottage right next to my rental. The problem? The only way for his heavy construction trucks to reach the site was by using my private driveway. Instead of asking like a normal person, he showed up one morning and installed a massive, heavy metal gate right in the middle of the path I've used every single day for 6 years. I came home from work to find my way blocked. I called him immediately, and he answered with a smug chuckle. "Sorry, Leo," he said. "I checked the original property survey. That driveway technically sits 4 feet over the line on my lot. It's my land, so it's my gate. You can park on the shoulder of the main road and walk up the hill from now on." The shoulder he was talking about was a muddy ditch half a mile away. I told him my lease guaranteed me unobstructed access to the house. He just sneered and said, "The lease says access, Leo. It doesn't say you get to drive a car to your front door. Start walking. It's good for your heart." He thought he had me trapped. He figured I was too broke to fight a millionaire in court. But Sterling made one massive mistake. He didn't realize my father was a land use attorney. I didn't call a lawyer. I went straight to the county archives. I spent 12 straight hours digging through hand-drawn maps and handwritten records from the late 1800s, and that's when I found the holy grail of property law. A lot boundary agreement signed in 1892. The 1892 deed showed that the 4-foot strip he was so proud of wasn't actually his. The original farmer who owned the hill had traded that strip, plus a massive chunk of what was now Sterling's backyard, to my property's original owner in exchange for water rights to a nearby creek. The trade was never updated in the modern digital survey, but the physical, signed paper deed was still legally binding. This meant that the property line didn't end at my driveway. It cut right through the middle of Sterling's manicured lawn and his new guest cottage. The next morning, Sterling was in his yard, watching his construction crew start to dig. I didn't go to the gate. I walked right up the hill into his actual backyard. I started hammering heavy wooden stakes into the ground, right through his expensive flower beds. He came running down, red-faced and screaming, "What the hell are you doing? Get off my property before I call the police!" I didn't flinch. I just handed him a certified copy of the 1892 deed. "Actually, Mr. Sterling," I said, "I'm on my property. According to the original bounds, the property line doesn't stop at the driveway. It extends 40 feet into your backyard. You see that patio you just built? That's mine. Those rose bushes? Mine. And that guest cottage? You're building it on my land. So, technically, I own your construction project, too." His lawyer arrived an hour later. I watched from my porch as the lawyer's face went from arrogant to terrified while reading the old deed. He pulled Sterling aside and whispered, "If this goes to a judge, he's going to get the land his pool is sitting on. The digital survey is wrong. The paper deed is law. We are going to lose everything." Sterling looked like he was going to vomit. He asked me what I wanted to make this go away. "Take down the gate today," I said. "Pave my entire driveway at your expense. Then sign a document that officially recognizes the driveway as mine forever. Do that, and I'll sign a waiver for the 40 feet of your backyard." He signed the papers that afternoon. By the end of the week, I had a brand new paved driveway and a landlord who was too scared to even look in my direction. He tried to take 4 feet of my path, and he almost lost his entire mansion. Now my neighbors are saying I was too petty and should have just talked it out, but I think I taught a bully a lesson. What do you guys think? Was I too harsh for claiming his backyard, or did he deserve to lose his patio for being a jerk? Let me know in the comments, because his lawyer is still calling me with settlement offers.